Good morning, viewers, and welcome to another edition of the Breakfast Show, where they come to you live from Liberty Online TV. We dey stream live now Facebook, YouTube, and also our website, where they powered by Orange Sierra Leone. We will bring the edition of the Breakfast Show come to you this Wednesday morning. My name is Khadija Bagora.
And Mina Mabel Kaba, good morning. Today now Wednesday, the 4th day of February 2026. And inside this edition of the Breakfast Show today, we get a lot of issues we can discuss inside this edition of the Breakfast Show, like all the time, as we can look at major issues that we get to do with public interest. And for today's own edition, we can continue the conversation we get to do with the constitutional amendments bill waiting now in Parliament. Well, the latest developments regarding that, Parliament, after we then they don't do the first reading of this particular bill, and they say because of the nature of the bill and the process we go for take for let the members of Parliament and debate on them. They don't ask that people and the public, be it a group or individuals, for file their own position paper as to waiting concerning the amendments them waiting they do now the Constitution. We go forget that particular conversation there in this edition of the program, and also we go hear it from a constitutional lawyer. We go can explain your own perspective. If you think say salon ready for a new constitution, we get that conversation there in the program this morning. And also we dey continue with the issue we get to do with the fine where the PPRC be don levy against the All People's Congress APC party. For second statements them where the PPRC say during the mammoth meeting where they get over the weekend, statements and become where they believe say contravene the PPRC Act. Well, this morning we go for can hear from the party. What they think about this and waiting next after we the PPRC don't give them 7 days for circa the 350,000 leones fine where they don't levy against the APC. We'll get to that conversation there as well.
Well, this and other issues them, then at this edition of the Breakfast Show for you this Wednesday morning. You say for the watch week, we'll get the opportunity at some point for send we your message, your comments, your thoughts on any of the issues them we discuss inside this edition of the Breakfast Show. And also send we your text message on any of the comment section them. Now any platform we the watch we. The number we for also text winner +23274200545 for lady part of the conversation. So many things that we can look at this morning inside this edition of the Breakfast Show. So not gonna we continue for the with we as we get different segments and bring in different people where we talk on the topic and the issues them where we they discuss inside this edition of the Breakfast Show. So many things going on in a small salon. So go make sure say we bring Canto na all the things them where they happen na the country through the Breakfast Show and other programs them where they come to you live. Yesterday we start for look at the issue we get for do with the fine where the Political Parties Regulation Commission when a PPRC been levied on the APC where na the main opposition national member over the weekend on Saturday then be there na the Atuga mini stadium outside then say then the whole mammoth meeting outside then gather with them supporter them and tell them about some of the things them where them believe say no they go right na the country. The APC been talk about so many things them. Among them things here, then we talk about the constitutional review process. Then we also take a position. Also, I will see the deputy chairman, one of the acting chairman now, Ambassador Yansane, being read the position. We get for do with several things them way about governance, especially the tripartite agreements where they've been signed with the government of Sierra Leone. But according to the APC, then say the other party not on the respond. And from this meeting, make the PPRC say then find it. Although the PPRC not on be specific, but yesterday will be hosting. We then talk about several things them we get for do with the National Secretary General of the APC and that of APC member Zainab Sharif. We talk about things them where the PPRC say this go against the PPRC Act and also against a communique where the political party then be don't sign with the PPRC. When they go straight to the conversation, or they start with the National Publicity Secretary for the All People's Congress, where na CDI at Tunis, we go can talk about them party position concerning the 350 million loans final PPRC. They don't find them. But before we go to that particular issue, the CD, good morning and welcome to the Breakfast Show.
Good morning, Khadija. Good morning, David. Thank Thank you very much for getting me out this morning.
All right, before we can look at the fine, where people are still on Guna and waiting go be on a response, let me go back to Saturday or the much talked about mammoth meeting where on a all na the Atuga mini stadium. Firstly, what in a be on a idea behind that meeting?
Well, I mean, I don't say as a political party, we know, formally engage with membership in that manner for make we abreast them with really waiting to happen, not only inside the party, but in the country as a whole. And we nowadays at a defining moment as a state. Also, we don't see several things that they happen we get for do with the future of this country. And if we get them things that they wrong, it will unbog this country for many, many, many years. And if we get them right, it also will good for this country, for generations for come. And one such now constitutional amendments where this government they try for push through. The other now the census. And also we get certain aspects of the implementation of the recommendations from the tripartite committee where we feel say at this stage we need for let the people that begin understand exactly which are them things that where they happen, which are the positions where the party don't plan for take, and how we could get them buying and make sure say at the end of the day when it get to them, which exactly we as a party could expect of them. So their engagements and they don't start. And we start on our western area, which you want to rightly say, Atuga Stadium, and we hope for take them across this country.
So that mammoth meeting then are exactly what in the APC party be wants?
It is exactly because I mean, we first of all be one for let people understand, say at any given time, with membership always ready for listening to we. I mean, it could have been much more, but let we understand, say the APC engage in several activities right now. That same day, so we'll be getting a mammoth meeting. We had teams out engaged in preparing people in the provinces for lower level elections where they start this Saturday. But then even before the meeting start, we see the several attempts also by people who try for sabotage. I see we spend several hours, they try for refute a video where they circulate on social media, we say they don't shoot people, they don't kill 4 people and so nobody know for good. But in the end, our people still turned out, and for us, we are satisfied with that we're able to send the message. That is one. And secondly, also, for the facts of say, with all of waiting that happen around the party, and with preparedness for the Saturday elections, we will start, people were still able to come out in that number. Majority of the one that we want to lead the party structures were there. And so we were able to send our message to our people. But one fundamental thing also we send out, where people need for take part of, is we were able to refute exactly what in the earlier video depict of we party. We went there, we were peaceful, no fracas, no happy day. We send with messages and everybody scatter peacefully. So that's what we have always been saying, that we are a peaceful party. We can call any large crowd, we do it to one, we accommodate.
That crowd then are waiting the APC call a large crowd?
It is. I mean, considering, the USA will limit her, we not bring people from the provinces, we not bring people from nowhere. This is just Western area. And those, even the Western area, it was limited. So we turn people out and we send our messages, and I think that's enough for us.
When you say the Western area was limited, what do you mean? Not everybody when they expect come out do or certain quantity.
Well, we know because first of all, let understand, say we send to the police. We get police clearance. and the police give we limited things they will for do. No rallies, no processions, no nothing. So which means we just get the means for transport people direct to the field. So that is why I say we limit them to certain areas. Areas who will not see people go easily access Atuga, who will not go put them into trouble, who will not go, way something in processing to Atuga, police not go disperse them, police not go tear gas anybody, police not go arrest anybody. We not want any of that. So that's what people need to understand. I know some people that say, hey, because of the limited scope where we get as a political party, then say no procession, no nothing. People will go straight na the field. Therefore go straight and assemble at the field. So we had to be also careful as a political party, forget with people in other field, they peacefully and pulling this peacefully, especially also we know say the earlier videos we go out, we see I'm saying a trap for we. People were just waiting for any small thing for happen. They say, we talk. You see, APC, they can't do anything past hala commodity. So we were also very careful as leadership of the party for make sure, say, we guide with membership, we do it in a way we'll go send with message peacefully, in a way we'll not go risk people and at the same time chaos not go commodity.
See, the way you go say to somebody we go say that particular meeting, the APC be lack the message. All we to na talk nothing they we knew. And especially when a leadership been fail for conduct themselves in an orderly manner, we land on to the topic we can discuss earlier, because there is this video of the Secretary General saying things them we are not going to repeat, but I sure say what they talk about, saying things them against a sitting president. For you, was that politics or na disrespect to leadership?
Plenty things they will come on at that meeting they will new. Maybe not new to you, but new to we membership. And let we understand, say, we be want for communicate to we membership. Make them understand exactly the constitutional amendment bill just come out. Then just send an parliament. We people not know waiting the inside it. We were able to communicate that to them that day. We had a constructive message. We had people we talk, so I not feel say, we not get the message across. It is unfortunate that, today we are, or mostly after the program, the message we will send, we really not discuss them. Well, we not discuss them on the media because of the one unfortunate thing we happen. We don't lead we to Usai, you say we can. Unfortunate, and as a party, regrettable. But for us, we wish that kind of thing they not be happy, so that with discussions this morning for don't focus on the message we will give with people and that day and how important the message is then they not only for APC but for the people of this country.
Message be inappropriate for the occasion.
Well, I don't know which message they talk
the
about.
one where on a Secretary General they chant or they sing a song against the president.
We agenda being focused on specific topics then. And yes, of course, and that is why, the speakers, they all will make sure say they stay within that. Any given moment where somebody be one for go out of that, they me as the one will be the moderate the program. We make sure say I check and make sure say a stick with it with
but if you fail for check and bring back on a Secretary General to the agenda, because he kept singing that particular song with full of inappropriate words against the president.
I not see it within you they talk about.
You not see the video?
In terms of because if the video I watched the video.
No, we cannot.
then I can, well,
even if we
then I'm not going to say we'll not check.
See,
Me don't tell you as a moderator, say, the one we moderate the program, say, I made sure people stayed on message.
So that
anybody
means,
will try for go out of message, I bring them back to message.
So does that mean that moment where, because on a be live, even Liberty, you know, so on a being paid for let we do the coverage. So we were there as well, the public been they watch. That moment where you talk now on a Secretary General in yes. Now draw you be the drawing attention, like you say you been there and you ensure say anybody will go out of topic, you do them back. Was that what you were telling him? That moment where we see you the whisper something to him?
Well, I be they say many things. It could be that I tell and say, let's stick on message. That is one, and also for round up for other speakers. But so of course, I make sure say people stayed on message. So if Secretary General like when I say they want go off topic, yeah, of course I go whisper my
if they want go off topic based on the agenda where una been get, where they do that chanting against the president.
Mabel, I don't see the chanting it.
But whatever
it is, I was there. So whatever it is, if Secretary General chants something we're not correct, and I whisper say no, let's come back to the topic what they are for.
So the party they take responsibility of that chanting where the Secretary General make during on a
first of all, we don't know
as a Secretary General of on a party.
First of all, anything I want to say this. We are a responsible political party, and we very much, aware of, what the laws of this country say. We very much also get high regard for the offices, including the office of the presidency. But of course, as a responsible party, if we have a program of that magnitude, and we designate people for talk. If they state something where we feel say not appropriate, we will take responsibility. However, let us also be mindful, say, in this country, we are in a democracy. And in a democracy, people get their own rights also, where they're entitled to under the Constitution of Sierra Leone. We as a party, yes, we will condemn statements made here and there, but let us not forget that people also get it right. Here we don't sit down, they don't refer to APC as unprogressive. And many, many years of, I'm not trying to justify anything, but I'm just saying, in many, many years of the former presidency, they call her Alibaba, they call her this, they call her all sort of names, Adebayo, just they buy all sort of names. So people have to understand that these things happen under democracy. Yes, as a political party, we organize program of that magnitude. We, as the leadership, we have statements we'll be supposed to make, and we made those statements. Whosoever statements they make where people then feel say not appropriate, we go look at the circumstances, we go look at the dead. But, I cannot just come and sit here and assume, say, okay, this person say we're not appropriate. That is why, even with the letter we don't receive from the PRC, we not they just react. We call the lawyers, we look at the letter, we look at what in the law say, and then we try to see if violation happen. Because it not mean say when somebody makes statement, violation happen. You get to look at whether in fact it is defined under the laws where they want for fine, we say we don't violate. And then we go react based on that.
Sidi, you say we are in a democracy. But again, say democracy gets guiding principles.
Correct.
In as much as democracy, they talk about various things, them especially for una way they into the political landscape. Una for also take into consideration, say, respect for leaders. Correct. From where you are sitting, then in the way una Secretary General being the talk na that stage, singing, calling on una supporter and for sing with against President Bio, calling him a thief. Na democracy dandy.
Of course, I not justify that one day. And I tell you, say, we have enormous respect for the office of the presidency. And nobody in our party no go something disrespectful in a manner where we as a party not go condemn or not go stop right away. At some point, me and maybe the moderate. And so I know it is my responsibility as the moderator for make sure, say, I keep the program right and I keep the program sanitized. And that is why I took on that role there and try for make sure, say, we secretary stay on point and stay according to the agenda and move away from whatever it is that they do and not correct.
You said that agree, say, it's not correct.
Whatever statements of that kind of statements there is not why we were there. So of course, I mean, we as a political party, people can get caught up and say things, but of course, we responsibility as a party for ensuring.
So, una deserve, in that case, una deserve to find with PPRC give una.
No, we don't.
But you say the things then way the Secretary General say not correct, not appropriate for the meeting.
No, we don't, Khadija. We don't.
Why you feel say una not deserve?
Okay, so would the PPRC find APC? So let's say if you wait to make you go find somebody. You will find somebody if something wrong happened for an inaction. You understand? If possible. So now even say somebody go team up on a stage and talk something bad in the presence of the leadership of the party. If the leadership of the party sit down and not take action, then you right for let you find way. Then you right for let you take action.
But there was no clear action from the APC.
But how can you tell?
Una don't condemn the act publicly. He did it publicly.
How can you tell?
And up to this time, I don't think any public statement don't come out from the APC condemn the act, for example.
Which time APC, which time that thing they happen?
Right, so that it happened, and not get the opportunity for condemn the act. Say we are not here for this. Let's just focus on the agenda.
You wouldn't know that.
But we were watching live.
Yeah, but then you were watching live, but you see actions happen.
Yeah, but waiting in say come out to the public, everybody here.
Yes.
So if we not take action against them because of that, the public is supposed to know.
Anybody will watch that program, then you go no say action happen.
What's gonna be the action will happen? We post Yeri as the Yeri.
No, you say
from
you watch. You say you watch the program.
Yeah, but we never had somebody from the APC say, Mr. Secretary General, for example, we are not here for this. Let's just stick to the topic.
The speakers then all be responsible for waiting and they speak. It happen, it been they talk, when I say it talks until we're not correct.
What do you say?
At some point,
what do you say? No, it's like you they put words now with mouth, or it's like now we they say. What did the Secretary General say not correct? What do you know why? Say?
No, now public would they address. Me na bana Khadija. Now public with the address. When I don't call me now, when I say they try for get now maybe the program be the live. I was the moderator.
Yeah, but it's like you know
listen,
what he say.
Exactly, because I know see a mate.
But if you did it live.
If we not been calm, we not project them on.
No, how you go did it live? Then we need for projects for you. No, you did it live now. You be the moderate.
Because
you the see and the hear all waiting they happen. How we need for project them for you now?
Because several statements were made.
The one where he been they tell the president about being a thief. Yeah. You not be hearing down there?
Well, Mabel, what me they talk now is PPRC don't find we. We don't refer the matter to the legal team, and we as a political party, the action we take them, and we will continue for take them.
What's action on that take against the Secretary General?
No, we know. First of all, the thing is, there are a couple of things where I need for make very clear, and I assume.
Right.
Law and law. People make statements, law and law. We have actions where we go take as a political party. We only wish like the PPRC be engaged with, before the letter even come. But the program happened Saturday, and I should say that same Saturday, 9 right. So we not even assemble as a party, because by the time we go to office Monday, the letter was there. So from Saturday, the only time we met as a party is Monday. So the letter was there. So we just now go and focus on the letter, refer to the legal team, and by the time also that letter they can boom, we don't get other request from the police that we for take with Secretary General go CID this morning.
So yesterday the police asked una for do that?
Yes.
On which basis? What did they write saying the reason we made them
I don't feel say they're right. Because we not see letter from them.
So how they communicate with you now?
These are the things also they say. You know, earlier I talked about rights. And institutions, girls also get to be careful how then they try for enforce or how then they try for intervene for some of them things in the CID Criminal Investigation Department. I should say that CID day for. And you know, so if you invite somebody to CID, we want to know why, waiting at the crime. But we go there this morning with the Secretary General as how they request for see what exactly na the crime we commit.
We are saying that because of them things, then they will not press Secretary General say against the president. So PPRC don't find on a phone. Now the same thing they said invite them for.
They're not telling.
Yeah. So what do they expect? When are they gonna CID? So
we don't know. That's where we are going. You know, we don't know. We'll go there this morning for why then still go.
Yesterday we've been talk to Zainab Sheriff when one of the people way the PPRC sites na them release so see public as per the final and say 150,000 unions na against them. But according to Zainab, in say go even sue una as a party if una pay that money they on in behalf. The APC gets any plan for meet with Zainab Sheriff regarding this particular issue?
So you see, this is another thing where they saying I also. So we organize a program. We saw several people go. You had specific speakers. We been officially slotted for speak. We be there on the agenda for speak. Me no even know who Zainab go talk. Waiting then say talk. And not see and not talk before we. And not talking with presence, and not be there per we agenda for talk, you know. So if then go interview something, somebody say something, then you can hold the party responsible. We will not know the who side they talk, what they talk, we don't know what they talk, we don't know what time would I interview. Anybody can go say anything, and then you go, Khadija.
But PPRC say now on a member.
Khadija. So PPRC now they are.
But Zainab said yesterday will be asking the same question. Confirms
I not deny. Now an APC program. But what I'm saying is, people they interview anybody at random. If somebody they say something where the leadership of the party not there, we will not know what in the person they say. We will not know whether they interview. We will not know, you know. How we go just can't, you know, take responsibility like that.
They find Zainab because she's a member of your party, just like how they find the Secretary General because they're a member of una party.
Secretary General be official. Secretary General, you cannot compare them to them and the circumstances and the situation. For anything Secretary General say and I go take responsibility 300 times.
So why you know they take responsibility for Zainab as a member?
Because at the camp, because Secretary General, now the National Secretary General of the party, that's one. Two, he was officially slotted for talk. That is two. And three, whatever statement Secretary General make from start to end, a dua in the presence of we all. As the leadership of the party. You understand? So we'll be able for see what he is say, for able for regulate what he is say. Unlike Zainab, where they say talk, where we not did it, where we not invite an officially for talk, where it not be there under power agenda, power program for make statement, for say anything, and where it not make any statement during the official ceremony, and not make any statement. So whatever she may have said, where then while we take responsibility for, she may have said it not in our presence, not as part of the program where we as a party set
so
for we people.
For Zainab?
No, of course we will not. We will not. I am glad instead everyone talks he will not for pay because she knows that whatever they want for go after and for not get nothing for do it with.
But
as a party.
you watch that then talking in the way it talk.
I know what Zainab been talking.
You know, ever come across him?
No, I not see her. The Secretary General,
they talk
even
about
without watching the Secretary General, I know what he say. I was there, but Zainab, I know watch Zainab in video it. I know see her mate. You know, I just look. These are very busy times for we, not the party. Just few days we for start with world elections. We are the toughest election. You know now we party because now they all with membership they vote. You understand? So and when you look at we executive now, we very lean. So some of we the burden a heavy power, the work a heavy power. So that time they for they go on social media now for watch waiting they go on there, I not get time. So really I not see a mate because from yesterday morning when me day start, in fact from day before yesterday when me day start, no day not the while they go to bed before 2 a.m. from morning like when me day don't start so now. So then I take 2 o'clock tomorrow now I go get chance for lay it na bed small self. So then I no get chance. Tomorrow back when I go hold me na media, say I will go party work, you know, and so these are things. But
the PPRC, they don't give us 7 days, and then say if we no abide to that 7 days, then go take the next step of action when for suspend or sanction on our party activities. Well, and if we still not take responsibility for Zainab utterances, what's going to happen?
We don't deal with PPRC many times on them kind of issues they are. First of all, we and them they work very well, that I can say. So these are things we can go sit down with discuss. I mean, every political party get lawyers. Anything we get for do with law, me as PR man, they take me time how for talk about time. You take then thing they need to the experts, make them look at the laws, like I say earlier, PPRC then code section of the act. So we lawyers they now and then go sit down, they watch this. Although they not state the statement, then have not state up, then just say Secretary General make statement. So probably the need for tell.
Yesterday we refer to that particular statement when me and you know say now that on a Secretary General say.
You know it's in our law. Where they accuse somebody of something, you get for proof beyond reasonable doubt.
But the man talk there.
Okay.
That stage
you don't go just can't say, hey, you don't violate.
No, but see, now stage a day, you self be there at some point, you even rush to and whisper something and yes, where you say your responsibility by then and for caution, anybody we want go outside on our agenda.
Yeah, well, they talk now outside of the law. But when it comes to the law, it's a different matter.
So that means you not going to challenge the PPRC on that?
No, I don't say so. We lawyers then go determine that. Not to me. Not to me, so go determine that one.
By then things then the owner Secretary General say.
No. Look, we are a responsible political party.
But a lot of people say we not behave responsibly. That
why?
Because of the kind of things them
which
where
things
a whole Secretary General team up na
so
stage.
Because somebody makes statements.
But why was
so
he calling why was he calling the president a thief?
You gather hundreds of people. Well, you gather hundreds of people. Program go, you send message, you come out. If you say, you know, so because of that, you know, like I say,
president a thief, na a decent behavior.
Nobody know for call anybody a thief, let alone the president, in a manner in which, you know, when they say it happened.
What do you say,
you know,
CB?
so
you did talk,
that,
what do you say? Because you be dead.
I don't explain me part.
No, but you say in the manner when we they put them as if we they create a scenario will not happen.
I don't explain me part. You don't explain your part. I don't explain exactly what the leadership of the party do at that moment, which is appropriate, you know, and that is where we are. We there for discuss the PPRC letter where they do survey, and we don't discuss her in that light there.
All right, before left you now they can't go na CID. According to you say police don't write to na request alone go to na Secretary General. Wait una the
police call.
Okay, the police call. Who that call? for clarity.
I don't know exactly, but the chairman communicated to me, say the police say the Secretary General for gonna CID this morning.
So now they go with and this morning as CID. What do they expect?
We don't know. Now they not today invite we. Now they need for go tell you why they invite her.
You sound very defensive, CD.
Oh, because I mean, look, I'm not being defensive. We say somebody makes statements were inappropriate. We said it, we take responsibility and we don't talk her. But we also want to make sure say in the process there are no violations. Because in Sierra Leone, again, you're right. There are no violations. So if the police, when a criminal enterprise like that one, they invite somebody, you got to establish the criminality. That is my point.
We will follow una throughout the day today for know how down wakade na CID go dey like, because you say then call una acting chairman requesting for the presence of una Secretary General. So we go to follow up on how the CID conversation go between una Secretary General and that of the police. And a pleasure for get you this morning for can state una position and una get 7 days for pay this fine. How soon una go conclude with una legal team CD?
Well, I mean, we get barrage of lawyers, so we're not going to tell on that. But of course, we go respond within the 7 days because I mean, we don't want nobody for said booby trap for we. We not go fall in any trap.
So for fine on a trap?
Of course, not trap.
Why? Because the people say when I go against something we all don't sign to.
Well, we go respond to them. If we're guilty, we'll pay the fine. If we are not guilty, then we'll establish we're innocent.
All right. Well, the left few days, CD. That's the National Publicity Secretary for the All People's Congress APC party. Well, as you know, police invite the Secretary General this morning, and CDC, the leadership, they take the Secretary General to the CID. Continue for Watch Liberty TV throughout the day as we go bring una updates on that. We can transition to the other guest, when Suleiman Banja Tenjan-sie, we can look at if it's timely for let's Sierra Leone review the 1991 Constitution. Quickly, we take this break, we'll come back, we can talk to Suleiman Banja Tenjan-sie with the twin at the studio.
For the news with the around, log into Liberty TV online. Positively we bring the change. They get the masses involved. Stars them everywhere. We climb the mountain just to get the news. We go down the slums to get the views. Voices come. Credibility now.
All right, welcome back. You still watch the breakfast show with the to you live on Liberty Online TV, and we just don't exit Syria Tunis from the APC. As it said, the CID don't invite the Secretary General for going to the office this morning, and then they go there like we tell you now throughout the day we're gonna updates on waiting go come out inside the invitation the way the CID make for the Secretary General of the APC for go na the office this morning. Well, we continue with the breakfast show. We tell you now say today now this edition we also continue with the conversation we get for do with the constitutional amendments where they go on now as parliamentary documents already they don't do the first reading. Later in the program the Attorney General can explain to una why then they call for the public for let people carry them position paper regarding these documents within our parliament. But just before that, we're gonna the studio with this morning's Suleiman Banja Tenjan-sie. We just want for can get insufficient perspective on this whole thing we get for do with the constitutional amendments, whether Sierra Leone needs a new constitution at this time, whether the country is ready for it. The question that's what they asked to Suleiman Banja Tenjan-sie, a lawyer, they come give you your opinion about this. Good morning and welcome to the breakfast show, Mr. Tenjan-sie.
Good morning, Mabel. Good morning, viewers.
I guess yourself don't they follow the conversation, but these whole sections and clauses them not the national constitution where they out now for amendments. Parliament already don't do the first reading and they don't ask now for let the public people away interested send their own position paper. I don't know whether you go for be one of the people and wait some time go get a position on this way go and make official to Parliament. But let me just get the conversation. Firstly, you're not a person we gets vast knowledge when it comes to constitution and you're not a lawyer also. From where this conversation don't start, a lot of people don't come in this studio, don't can tell with their own perspective what they think say need for be done, but we just want for tap in your brain and ask this question this morning: if Sierra Leone is ready for a new constitution. Let's take it from there.
All right, let me start. Salon not ready for new constitution 20 years ago. After the TRC recommend certain amendments in our constitution, who then believes in identity and they leave it to war. So Tenjan-sie start the process. Unfortunately, by the time the Peter Tucker review they done, them don't reach for elections, so you not be able to implement them. And as by Kuruma President Kuruma come, he start all over again. We get the Kawan, a constitutional review committee. Then self meet. Me not be member of that committee. They representing the Sierra Leone People's Party. All facets of society in Panam. We'll go upline, we'll go everywhere, consult, we'll come out with a document. Again, a go cabinet. The white paper whittled down most of the recommendations that will be in the inside there. And then at the end of the day, no action was taken on that. Basically, because then this talk with the go around was third term. Third term, no right. And then again, this issue about supreme executive authority. So even done. Now President Bio can take him over. This time, you know, go through the process then we Kawan been go through, you know, then consult with stakeholders and then get this tripartite meeting. We then make recommendations how for certain changes in the constitution, especially the electoral side of it. Now, for the first term, would they take constitutional amendments in bits? From 1990, 1991, we will get this 1991 constitution. We look at the constitution holistically. And then we take and go cabinet. And then we take and go parliament. And then we take and go to the people. That's the pattern. Entrenched and non-entrenched clauses. Now, the unique side of this particular one, would they take the unentrenched clauses now go parliament, then we say later on, would they take the entrenched clauses go parliament. And not also constitution day. Especially when they review, because this is a review process. Now repeal will repeal the constitution. Not to constitution this way, they patch. You don't need patch this constitution. And I will come to that because me personally, I believe say this presidential system no work for me. Because even for me, we come together and amend them. Look, almost presidency don't go to go. Until today, we will not get any serious amendments to this constitution. Because why? Why I not like this constitution? Too much power to the presidency. Too much power to the executive. And when the power they are concentrated too much on the executive, the other key institutions them, when they want to then they hold the democracy together. When they want to then they guard we the people, you understand them, from this big power politics. The institution they don't weaken. Look, now we try for patch the election management institutions, then I do the patch so now, PPRC and what they call. We left out the most important one, when are the judiciary. When I then get the last say per any election, because now then go talk say this man win fairly or this man not win fairly, this man win or this man not win. We left the one in the out right now on this document. So what I say yesterday and I will repeat them back is, we the politicians they give the wrong impression. The optics not good pan this. We don't review the constitution, the whole constitution. Even this government don't review the whole constitution. They're not saying I go to stakeholders. Why now for Passam we for begin take and go into two parts? We constitution at you they look who the interpreter, who they help them judge them for interpreter. We know they look one section no more left man constitution. You get for look the one whole constitution so that it will make sense to you. So that because something they in constitution we call ambiguous. That means to say it confusing. It get too many meaning. So for make you know what in really parliament be wants, who then pass that particular law, you understand? You get for look at the one whole constitution and see. So that way they be able to know the motive of the panel. But now I will go do justice to this document. You ask me say if I go make my own, I go find it very difficult, you understand, because I look at the section then and the normal I go look at. What thing are they look at against? The whole constitution? Or the side they will then get for care go to the referendum tomorrow or next year.
Now that's not even clear. Even we don't they host the age severally. And even this morning, get for John Way at some points in the program, we might ask that same question. If now whether these 23 pages where it don't go present to the prelege, or now the entire 1991 constitution, the focus there now on.
Because we get entrenched clauses they wouldn't say for amend as well. We get this the way the one they wouldn't say for. And I just know to the one they are all the unentrenched clauses they within at the reports, then the other recommendation they would don't follow. What we concerned about now waiting for the elections. So we try for say as politicians, we give the impression to the public say now we don't sign no more concerned about now we may go before. With na election for elect we back to office. So how the rules there for day, how for the what about all the other issues they will say and they complain about this constitution?
But again,
the one they will keep them after towards the election. I know that say it's expensive for the election. You understand?
But again, before
no people afford right now for do a referendum, and then 2 years down the line in 2028 we'll do an election because they cost you about the same amount of money, 70 million upwards. We as a country like we're not going to afford. But nothing all wrong for make the next election we go cut down on the cost. We take people that are Sierra Leone vote for the leaders then, and at the same time they vote for the constitution in the referendum. It happen all over the world. If not that, if not cost to one court. But what in me they say is, yes, alone do for a constitution. But the haste at which you want pass this one at this particular juncture, when other one then they will get for pass. No make sense to me.
So from your view, why you feel say the rush day?
Well, the rush, I'm sure the rush is as a result not only of one party, I think it's in both parties. Because most of the things because most of the things they were as a result of the tripartite meeting there. The things they would all man concern say now lead to the 2023 elections who they not for repeat now you see now. But then in trying to do that now this document, we end up not doing it. Because more take one side I just want to give one example. Now you get the National Electoral Commission. Would they say the president not for appoint them? If we get what you call a search and nomination committee for search for people them and what them call. But then, who do they choose the search and nomination committee? Now the very president back. And tell you say, the side of them they come. Oh yes, I like that side. The lawyers they get the all facets of society then try for make them get representation. But now you they appoint. Not to if you say okay. They are, and we don't know whose kind of committee this. Whether an ad hoc committee, we just the meeting and tell with somebody get vacancy, or whether a standing committee. We for know. Because if an ad hoc committee, if it make it worse. Because today I go appoint this one, I choose them and there, you understand where I want to choose, who I know say they will support me views, or get sympathetic to me the people that I want, I put them inside it from the different areas.
Mr. Tenjan-sie, from your experience and that document the way you wholly understand. Would you say that document they gets the interest of the public or now the political party then your interest in the push sonoma?
Well, they get both because the political parties there, you know, how they shape public opinion and then how they represent the public. You understand? But you go see say a more geared towards the electoral process. Where the greatest beneficiaries in that process are we, the politicians. So if you talk about benefit, yes, the benefit we more. You understand? But that he get interest to everybody, yes. because now we they vote.
If you are
the
to
public now they vote.
advise, if you are to advise based on what you don't see, what you go say to the office of the AG and that of Parliament regarding that document?
I would say more do properly. I would say may these documents come back, because this document, you're not going to do justice to this document. As it stands so right now, you know, I can tell on a 4-5 side of it, you know, where, you know, not proper.
Tell we the thing they are not proper.
Okay, that I don't tell when I want this now. You say you want strengthen the you want make the electoral management body then, you know, more effective, more independent. Then now you they choose the people then back, because now so you come back to look at. He say the president shall wear there is a vacancy in the office. So say the president who say vacancy in the office of the chief electoral commission or members they within the electoral commission for appoint a search and nomination committee way for nominate the chief electoral commissioner and the members there. There you see put a one person from interreligious, one legal practitioner, one person this, one person representing the private sector. You see this one person representing the private sector, Labour Congress or Employers Federation. Who's one now? Who's one? All them side they have to be represented. You understand? Because you can't say, oh, private sector and Labour Congress and Employers Association are two different people there. The one are then the employee with the other one then are the workman there. And they all get different interests. You understand? So many things, you know. But then the main thing is now the same president. What you say not for choose the chief electoral commissioner now they choose the people that will go find the one the way that they can be. A better way to have done this is you have a standing committee who go there for that. For anybody for choose people them na the election management bodies, PPRCO and electoral commission standing committee, and all the membership they have to be chosen by the association or the institution who then they represent.
So now the drafter they not thinking well?
No, now what they give the drafter now they put down.
Because people like
when the drafter do they send out to now. But we could make amendments.
People like Reverend James Lahai of the National Elections Watch knew in all a view say the entire tripartite committee, the agreements, now be a selfish agreement when are just two sets of people and go sit down and agree say now this will for change, we for go amend the constitution.
I agree with them, because I think to say that body before don't expanded past that, because I believe say the issue that with them in the delving in that tripartite, therefore do it we all know this country.
But again, the tripartite now it come as a result of two people who they make plabber.
Yes, two people will make plabber. But the Anazan for talk the case and for the place forward, you know, necessarily to say, and then two people they no more for do one. Now two people they make plabber, now two sets of people they make plabber in this country also. The one who refer to the people then we will refer to them back, you understand? But at the end of the day, we get a different institution and people then come together. We invite for make peace also.
You say for you this document not proper, and
yes,
you not feel say it's timely.
I don't think so it's timely now. I think to say for do properly by sending the two documents together, than a one. And I believe say entrenched and untrenched clauses for go to the people. Let them vote. Although the constitution and entrenched clauses now for vote for, but once you don't mix them together, that nine are the pattern everywhere. Once you don't mix them together, send all, nothing wrong for send all go to the people. And are they against them because not to good optics to give to the people and say now only this is because election they can only decide who concern election. Now no more will be priority now for go pass. This document, you understand, it concerns everybody. There are so many things who for the inside the constitution who think to say holistically for take and go to the people. And as long as you don't take 5-6 years from the last time you do constitution, you get for review and back. Because in a dynamic world they live, things happen every day. Challenges they carry every day. Cases then they go court every day where they make constitutional challenges. You they see the lacunas in the constitution every day. Even this presidential system of government, some of who they complain with every day. Because the executive get too much power and they're not accountable to the people. I have always supported and I will continue to support the parliamentary system of government. We will know that and they say the minister there, the prime minister, they accounted direct to we two members of parliament. If you believe, if the prime minister, if we get prime minister in this country, where they go every week in a parliament for go tell parliamentarians them for answer questions about how this country they run, you think to say 30 people, 40 people for come out say they want to be prime minister there or there? Like how they come out for president? It's not possible. Because number one, you get for be a very good debater. Number two, you get for show leadership skill in the parliament for me to come in parliamentarian and they bear you. Number three, the job you can do, na serious job, and all man they watch you, and you are accountable. This is not free for all. Because the president will executive power, I can do anything we want to do. So all man free to say they can go there and they can do it.
We see yesterday, parliaments don't ask for let people and send in position papers and whether not groups or individuals regarding this amendment. You think say that go fix the problems where you identify so this morning?
No, I don't go fix the problem because as I say, what we're doing, so far what we do now for patchwork. All the constitutional review the whole don't do, you understand, centered around either trying to make the institutions, the democratic institutions, they're more independent, you understand, or separate, you understand, or trying to cut down the powers of the executive, you understand. But Usai, we know they succeed for doing. Because at the end of the day, if they go cabinet and if they go parliament, Usai then go whittle and down. So me, personally, and I believe say a lot of people that share that with me, will therefore consider the particular, this kind of system we get right now if they work for we. I think say it already 10. We don't depend this from 1996. You know, not to 3 or 4 decades we depend and so. I mean, we don't go nowhere with them. Same problem, even for amend we defend problem for amend. So I think to say it all high time sometimes before they go to they get this referendum, may we revisit. May the people themselves see, may we educate the people about the two systems of government, which one they want. The one who been there per force. We very few of we now will go through you understand, because the majority of now this presidential system on come it. What thing they go on now. But we see in other countries they will get how them parliament, how them politicians they are accountable. I don't prove say this the fact that we institutions they're weak, especially with democratic institutions there. Now the major problem. We don't affect democracy in this country.
What do you fear if they continue with this process, just like how they depend and so?
What my fear is we will just go around the problem without solving the problem. Because my fear is, I mean, we'll do this right now, we'll plan for doing. So in 5 years' time, we'll be all back for constitutional review. I will say we'll be all for back.
So
if you for right now the day before Parliament and you don't go through the privilege first reading, anytime Parliament might call the AG for do second reading, third reading debates and make the amendments them. If Parliament they listen to you now, waiting at the next step what you think say from a legal standpoint, waiting for do this particular amendment today before them?
Well, this particular amendment is just get for do with the election or they can mostly. Most of what in the Senate and have to do with the election or they can. If they want to do this way and they insist they go do you know, then I think to say certain areas then they will get for do properly. That's now in terms of making the election management body them really independent. Even in the recruitment and what they call. And I think to see them job then they not to job where they go for because like I had just say appoint. Now job they want they are things they for advertise. Let people they apply. May they interview people there. May they shortlist people there. You understand? You understand that this appointment. You know. So then that way we will get people people there with integrity, people there who are independent minded for run the office there because it's very important. That's number one. Number two, if we go for pass this bill, more local side and say you forget simple majority. Me personally, I don't see nothing wrong with 55%. Because 55% give you mandate, clear mandate. Say more than half of the population of this country don't vote for you. So either we maintain the 55%, or if we incline, say, you understand, we get too many runoffs, more gets what they call, no, get 50 plus 1. At least that you don't believe, say, 50% of the population and plus 1 person, you understand, don't vote for this. More than 50% must say don't vote for this person.
So the simple majority now workable.
Because simple majority, I can get 45%. Now me get the majority. I become president. I mean, even half of the people that will go vote, not vote for me. Simple majority, not simple majority. But if you define the simple majority, because that about 50.1 self, you are saying, call a simple majority. But you understand that it gets more than 50%. of the vote. Then this other one, 20%, 2/3 of the country, na chaos.
Why you say as
Because if you don't get 55%, when that's in your hands, I don't get the mandate of the people for one, then you can begin telling me, say, now only half of the country, I get 20%. So therefore, I not for be president, not to chaos. Not to chaos that one day. Suppose be 55% commutes, now we get 16 constituencies. Suppose 8 or 9 I'm 16 districts. Suppose 8 or 9 districts there. Give it a majority there. The other side, I just get 10, 15%, 15%, 50%. I don't win. I get my percentage. You can't talk, say, no, well, you don't win, but tell me how the supporter them will believe. How the majority of Sierra Leone don't vote for you. What thing will happen in that situation then? They? So, you know, the last one. So, why for bring Anka inside? That's sound up well. No make am. Because until we make am, now you pull.
This simple majority, now one way the APC the part of the tripartite we get all the things there. Say not to dandy, then being bargained for during the tripartite agreement. Then being bargained for this 50+1 with 25%. Now at least 8 districts them now the country. But where this going before then a parliament, most of the things they would agree for, they don't see them inside the amendments.
So this just support what I said earlier on that what in they discuss now this most of what in they this amendments now what in the two party them agree now the tripartite. From what you talk to what in they the difference small because the whole idea is then decide say they for touch that 55%. Not so? 2, then decide now say before win certain districts them you understand for make you qualify. So if this space, more just look what you say the reverend say. If we open this space, more people can inside. More people can participate. So until the idea they are what they bring can for don't get up from that stage there. Because when I just the politician, all they concerned about it and you understand each and every one their own interest. All man wants for getting higher ground. That is understandable. Because politics is all about ambition. Ambition versus ambition in politics. So they meet now that will happen. But as when I say the reverend say, if we open, more people can inside, you understand it. Or even this tripartite, like how then they go so for consultation now. Who then they invite consultation. If you then follow invite that consultation at that stage, will not be forgetting kind of problem they already get.
So now from the tripartite negotiation, they miss some?
Now from there they miss some, yes. Because the interest, I'm sure, was not national, was more parochial, more partisan. And constitution, as I said yesterday, when you look at the constitution and you want to amend the constitution, once glasses way for pull, now you party glasses, you put the green, white, and blue glasses, the salon glasses, and look at so that anything we did inside there, now voting will bring progress kind of salon, voting will ensure peace, unity in this country.
So this not reflects national.
Yeah?
Na party lens you dey see?
Na party lens I dey see because most of what in the you understand there. You said don't talk and say APC say what in they decide na the tripartite. Most of them you understand there, they modify them na. So obviously na APC the lens and SLPP the lens na him going for make up the tripartite. You understand? The one the question you answer future election, the one they did the defend. So at the end of the day, they reach a midpoint. When I this will get now, even though the midpoint now, they said the grumble say they modify them in certain aspects.
So you don't believe say even this window the door open, so let people clear the position papers. You don't believe say go reflect or change anything waiting. They don't agree say they want to do.
It go influence it go influence maybe like putting at the talk so like amendment there. It might not. Because at parliament, you don't reach parliament now, you don't reach to the people who vote for make law for we. Me no good things to say the influence at this stage will be great too. It will be minimal. The theory for influence na the term who they pan the process for getting together.
Now be an oversight for bringing more people na the tripartite, or that be deliberate.
Well, I don't know whether I'm not able to talk. Exactly I'm not able to talk. You understand because I don't really know how that thing they form. Whether now we grab form or whether now the international community bring it together. I think that the latter.
That the international community, because there was a standoff in governance. The
Yes,
APC say they're not satisfied with the elections, so they're not.
Well, if not the international community, then maybe they're not being passive and like how they passive and so at that time say this process you understand should be all inclusive, especially when they talk about issues then which will lead to constitutional amendments and constitutional changes to constitution.
Let me talk about one important side where you talk say this entire process don't make mention of the judiciary. Wait for you if then they amend or review the constitution, the judiciary in a one side with them for focus on. But this 23-page amendments where they now in parliament sat inside them about the Chief Justice informing the Chief Electoral Commission about petition cases. What in you make up of that amendment the way the AGD propose when it comes to the Chief Justice or the judiciary?
No, that one they may not get problem with that one because if it matter day before the courts, then obviously they not go the chief. I mean the how they call and the. And I could just tell the electoral commissioner say not declare not declare until you understand the case done or not swearing nobody until the case done because before now as you win election next minute they don't swear you in so at times. When you go to court now and say you go in futility because the man already assumed power. So this now really for block that process there, which is good. Make sure say we don't go court, we don't decide whether or not you're a president before you would then call. So I don't think it's a problem though, and I think it's done in a good idea.
So aspects of the judiciary where you think say missing from the amendment, maybe they expect at least
they strengthen what thing they do now, they strengthen the other institutions then. What we call election management institutions there. But then what about the judiciary? We think say the judiciary is strong enough at the moment, enough inside not need strengthening, like how they are strengthening. We left the Judicial and Legal Service Commission, make them just how we compose right now with the Chief Justice as chairman, make them choose judges. Or do we want to like
there is a problem with how it compose now?
No, yeah. Well, now you get the Chief Justice, you get the head of the Court of Appeal, you get the Solicitor General, one member from the bar, and then other people then from outside. I think we can make it more what they call why in the appointment of Chief Justice and what they call and other members of the what they call we not go get something professional like this. Why anybody can just come on sack Chief Justice, appoint Chief Justice. That is not good for the independence of the judiciary. That's not a separation of powers. Now, I'll tell you, say, because what we need in this country, as I say, if you don't cut down some of the powers of the executive, especially the presidency, the other institution they will suppose for guard with democracy, then go weak. And who then weak? Problem. One of the problem then we see now. Anything then talk about yourself. You look at the last election. You know how sad that is. For make a political party lost election, you see foul play day. But you say no, they go court because you not trust the court system. That no good. I'm a lawyer. Not a good image that one day, for a sacred institution like the Golden Court. Look what in that woman talk. I watched her this morning yesterday. Where they ask. I don't know if not maybe or would I be they ask if you trust the judiciary. You see, perception, public perception. And the same perception and get about neck will make when they review neck. So if the same perception there for the judiciary, I think to say yourself go for look at the way of recruitment, the way they pull them in our office, you understand that? All the things they will get for looking back.
But from a patriotic lens, when they speak this morning, you think any sitting president go on for review a constitution and let's go in powers?
Why not? The present president is not coming back. Why not? All the president they all don't see the review them constitution, not to the first time they do more. Jankawan in second term, and Escobar in second term, not so.
So why you
second
think?
time will happen? So why you get anything for lose if you do it second time? Me, I go do it because that could be my legacy while they left at this country.
So with that kind of dynamics,
I go change this presidency to prime minister, even in my first time, because I know they look for power for myself. I they look for power for the people of Sierra Leone, for make the one they govern there accountable to.
So now that lens the past and present presidents not don't look at them.
Well, I think I hate for say that, but to a great extent, I think say that they look at as Khadija always say, for protect their own power, forgetting the fact say, I go you go, and you don't know that they come, how they can use that power there.
So as a nation, how for fix that?
How for fix that? Now this, now the constitution. Now go for fix. Now go for fix. We go for look who serve. This is not a patchwork. I don't say from this beginning we will see all the constitution, then a patchwork will be. I'll go make this executive, I'll go make. But then at the end of the day, as Khadija rightly say, who's president we want for giving power?
But
at the end of the day, whatever suggestions we make, where he go inside the cabinet, they come out. Some of them power then we don't find way for restore them back.
So you think saying that because one thing where you state now that this president where they attempt now for review this 1991 constitution or make some amendments then, because we're not on the holistic level about the entire review. Now just these amendments people they talk about now, forgetting that was a process where starts way from former President Kabak to President Kuruma and now President Bios don't assure the nation say it left saddle with a new constitution. But in they go. You think say that because people in Kindena, the surrounding of them presidents there are in that seat, say I want for succeed this president, can be a stumbling block for review, especially this one where they talk about the powers of the president?
It's possible. But in this one, you, because this is not to review, this is an amendment, then they amend the constitution. This one, we all know, this tripartite. And for do them thing there for meet up the next election. Believing that once these things are done, the next election, it will be more fair, will be fairer than the last one will get. That's the idea. Unlike in the period of President Koguma, when you have been on there were certain things he wanted there that were not there. So he lost the interest. In the case of Tenjan-sie, that was genuine. You understand them? Because now set up the TRC and they want for implement within the TRC say, so you start the process. But unfortunately for them, you're not within a power to make sure you complete the process. This one will depend. So this one now see result not tripartite amendments there were.
But again,
the tripartite amendment usually say they don't agree on certain issues.
But you know things that because the tripartite gets a threshold where they're supposed for meet for let them avoid the problems we come out from the 2023 elections, and say 2 years to the elections, somebody not supposed to make any changes to the constitution. Now make the AG they rush with some of these things.
Well, if you not just the electoral, why not change the electoral laws? Constitution a big thing.
So they're not making no business for touch the constitution.
You want to do no money or something. Decide the way concerned about the constitution. Therefore, boss. That one day now we get for the people them. They care for go to the people. More go to the people. More all go around. Entrench or no entrench. And go talk, educate the people. Let them look if not constitution this way they want.
But the AG didn't do consultation.
No, they want the winner amendments to just the act. You can go amend the electoral, the election, how they call the act
the Public Elections Act.
Public Elections Act. You know? But if you say the constitution has structures.
But at the same Public Elections Act, then we go amend ahead of the 2023 elections, we bring problems.
Well, this one,
they even go to Supreme Court for interpretation because they want to do the PR. Supreme Court rule in favor of ECSL.
Yeah, because this one, you can do the amendment now. You understand? The problem not the because do the amendment for reflect what you design at the tripartite. To the Public Elections Act. For convenience, no, just going to that.
So
but this one will not do our far for because we go and look at how we go do justice to this now. If I want to look what's in the naya and what's in there for the naya back naya. I don't want to look this as against what they left behind. I don't go look this I only 1991. Because we're amending the 1991, it's going through the process, you understand, it's going through the review process. So I go want look this as against the other one. For make I do justice to her. Because when you look at constitution, you look at sectional, you look at who. Like what you don't also I don't compare what they do for the management bodies and how the judiciary, you understand, self needs such
these powers of the president, where you believe say as a nation, we're supposed to go back to the drawing board and try to reduce some of the powers of the president. This constitution, like you don't say, not to the first time this way attempts don't be made for amendment. There was a Peter Tucker reports, Cowan reports, and now we don't see it. Tripartite don't mix everything. Don't choose waiting they want, what they think say, they want for focus on. During from Peter Tucker in days, Cowan in days, you feel say the conversation during them days and they reducing the power of the presidency. Because I remember vividly during the Cowan in what they follow, then kind of conversation yeah be done they go on. What make you feel say you know reflect it up till now? Then we talk to a point where we do amendment, it still not reflect the yet say for reduce the powers of the president.
Because as I said earlier on, the executive not go allow it to go. Even the 1991 constitution, with this one way you see so, was whittled down when they go cabinet. Because Sierra Leoneans don't want to reduce that power for as far back as 1991, 1990. Because of the power with NCC, the then president, Checker Stevens, and later on Momo being the exact in a one-party state. Most of the recommendation they wouldn't go. Begin weakening from cabinet to parliament. Now it makes some of the clause them ambiguous. We know the presidential, we know the parliamentary. You understand there? Because box up, because all my one bring your own amendment. You understand there? For protecting your own interests. And that now continue. Now makes same thing. Now make Cowan, Justice Cowan. You know go to after white paper stage. You know even go parliament. Now the white paper no more being get. And the white paper self was so. Even the then I remember you understand the journalist you understand Billy Basham. The white paper will come out because it was far from reflecting what in. Within the Cowan report. Are
the politicians being honest with the people of Sierra Leone handling this document, the constitution?
Now I say now the people of Sierra Leone for make we honest, and one two for make we honest. Now for make we give you the one whole system.
But like you said, the people in the they talk and say they want change. They want amendments and change some pattern of the constitution, but you know they happen because under the politicians them waiting at the top. They always find one way or the other for twist them, for get on your way.
Now, this is an opportunity. IAGC, then they look for
position papers.
And civil societies, you understand, when they represent the people in this country, you know, journalists, when I put on a position paper there, you understand, and send and go there and talk, say, it's high time. We, the political class, reflect, you understand, on aspiration in the document where they come. But not what you want. If for me, what you know want.
But then get a reason for
and then at the end of the day, and then at the end of the day, now look at they say, more send all things go to the people then because at the end of the day, now we go for votes.
But even then votes the way they do at this time. You ask many people then go believe say them votes and not they reflect. At the end of the day, now waiting on the politician they want, on they throw at them.
How they vote not they reflect? You can't tell me say we not they get free and fair election.
That's questionable in 2023.
Well, 2023, you understand maybe, but in 2023 not go respond for all the elections they would not get from 1996. We had an election, you understand, in this country also in the heat of war.
There is a big trust issue between the people and the politicians.
You understand? So you understand if we can do it, we can always do it. We can have free and fair elections in Sierra Leone. We've done it before and we can do it again.
But don't President Bio don't make a statement.
Even this one say 2023 is debatable.
But don't President Bio don't say elections issues not to today begin. All the time the loser they can contest elections.
But then all over the world, that is contest. But that manage the process there for contest.
Maybe feel say there should be a holistic review on the electoral laws, the process and procedures, even before this tripartite come. Tripartite don't come now. They don't sit down, they don't discuss, they don't agree. The same things they go to agree for, the opposition, they cry foul now, say, no, una modify some of them things there, we will be say. Then the government, they say, no, this not will be agree, especially they all talk about deregistering a party we fail for win 2 consecutive elections. We party they like Femi Clodagh School, they say slowly, then 2 party APC and SLPP want for revert back to the 1 party state. So these documents get the potential for solve all the existing problems that we can by elections.
No. But you see, you said don't talk about one way exclude. But this is not the only thing they talk about, say. The tripartite should have been expanded. Because if you forget the other minority parties, then view, obviously this is not going to go through. Because look, the others are independent. You don't see the man are independent candidate.
Yeah.
They say enough for belong to a political party, they forget money, they forget community support. I go know that. It is for the political parties, presidential. When the political parties put presidential candidate, then they ask her if you get money or you get what they call. So why you go ask the other? Is that not discriminating? And you don't say I'm independent. Whether I didn't a party or I didn't a party, I forget that Independence Day. I can look my party and say, look, the candidate I want to get, me not believe say this man go do the job, and say me they go stand independent. So you go say that man is not qualified, that you not belong to a political party. Just let us say independent candidate there and then is independent.
Mr. Tenjan-sie, I sure say you don't follow this conversation from where the amendment talks that say the Gazette Egona Parliament, the privilege, the hyping around them. You believe say this conversation just they among a certain set of people who I go call the elite set. But when you go down to that market woman Akuto, you don't even know what they discuss.
At all.
So waiting happen.
Because we know they educate the woman market for no.
But the AG say all extensive consultations.
Yes, you can go say extensive consultation.
You understand
all that one is good, you understand, but not to one green person they educate. Can't like a salon. Una safe. The education will be pass on my rights now. Civil societies. Youth groups. All man will take. I mean, the Attorney General alone not going able for sensitize one will continue about this. So we all get to play with your part. And it's very important because a good issue. They're not concerned about that, because they get other issues that will concern them. Who care for do the living standard today. But if we educate them properly, they will become concerned. If they know that they say this, it affect all man. And this now make things stand like it's answer in this country. This now make sure say you understand now we not even discuss who go for redress the courts. Because then thing they affect we. If you make the people then understand the issue then where they at play, that's not gonna make them not go interested. Because therefore do with we.
Yeah. You know a constitutional lawyer. Ideally, if a country want for change a constitution, get a new one, or want for make any amendments to any constitution, waiting supposed for be the standard comparing to other country them where we believe say they practice some sort of democracy. Waiting at the time frame where it for take before you even reach the parliament.
If you want to do a thorough job, consultation and all that one day, at least if you take a year. If you want to consult properly, deliberate properly, go to all man, because all man get for said their own. Like 1991, we all go talk. There was a period where they make people then go. Me go, the day where I go with Desmond Luke, and Chief by Sebo Ayumkela, and KKY in Papa, we all go testify. That process alone, therefore take months. Then you get for take and go to the people. That's the education part of it, from the chiefdom level to the what they call town hall meetings. And get groups together. You understand, and different from representing different facets of life. Talk to them. Can sit down now, begin to the drafts. do the draft after draft, go through at least it will take a year. And that now we wanna work assiduously.
Is that possible now?
Well, funding and other thing, okay, and bug the process. Because if your money not there, easy for go around the country and tell people, and certain parts of it, we involve a lot of money, a lot of stationery. Because some of them committees, they are the last one who we get, car one, we are over 80.
Yeah, because that's I want to draw your attention. So the last time when we get the AGR, now one question that's all been posed to and say, even the consultation where it say do, people still they complain, say they no know what's in the inside this document. And one thing we say was the Cowan committee they don't go engage. Tripartite don't happen and then take some of the things from the Cowan committee. So necessarily they don't need more engagement taken into consideration. They already engaged during the days of the Cowan committee. So you think they waiting inside the Cowan committee then reports. Some of them are outdated to a point so we need to go back to the people with some of them here before then they conclude on them.
I don't say you see any 5 years we evolve. Things go on day for do. So me personally, I believe say they mean for do wider consultations. Why I say wider consultation? Because you said the talk says people they say they don't even know.
So should we cancel the Cowan committee?
You don't need for counselor. You don't need for counselor. Cowan committee, just like how Cowan committee na resource paper for you. Just like how Peter Tucker now we use na Cowan. Peter Tucker now have the guiding documents. We just try for improve on them. For making reflect, you understand, new ideas, new challenges. So the same way, that's what we for do and back, making reflect new ideas, new changes, you understand, and what they call. Because now you see all this what they call, where people let they talk, because at the time, yes, it was doing the consultation, but people were not been interested, you understand? But now when people don't come out, you understand, we are all interested. Me said in the but that one day. But you get all the things the way you do. But now we don't come to the fore now, people are not become interested. Say, wow, like we reach to this stage. We don't go parliament.
So we don't hear conversation about we know they mix where the AG will go do the presentation. Suicide, the opposition leader, Honorable Abdul Kagbo, say they're in full support, but if any attempt be made for go against the normal procedure they're supposed to follow, AA members then they accuse themselves.
But not the normal procedure.
Firstly, then get serious issues with the simple majority where the bill they say, where they before them. For them beliefs and also dandy them be agree for. Then be agree for 51 plus, 50 plus 1 with 20% of at least 8 districts for meet the presidential threshold, not a proportional representation where they inside the bill. If the APC eventually accuse themselves, what are the dangers? We lie.
If APC accuse themselves, they will not get the required votes.
But don't hear people like Honorable Givao, a lawyer like yourself, they say else then get quorum. And we all know the voting patterns where it come na Salon Parliament, the term for Lara Taylor Pierce. Everybody be the feel say the SLPP no get the numbers, get the 2/3. They vote, then end up get them.
Then get them because APC votes.
Yes.
APC vote for them. Because APC votes for them, and 4 members of APC must have voted for them. Forget that. Yeah, that's what I make that what they call, but that's not what they call. So I think to say they don't go good. This is not document. This is not the constitution they talk about. In as much as it go pass, but it damn good for rule of law, good for the optics, good for good governance. See the number 1 document, the grand norm as we can call it in law. This is not the number 1 law in the country. Where they go pass in a way people and they work out on to go for freedom, we all agree to disagree. We allow the majority forget the day. I don't think to say that would be good. I don't go advise APC for do that. Before they do that one day, make we sit down agree and say, make this document go, we do it properly. Then we go disgrace ourselves to the world, say, we they pass constitution and they work out. They're not good. They not look good, they not sound good.
So now then they negotiate. I talked to the Deputy Speaker, Honorable Tawa. He said then they negotiate, but the question now is say the APC go into that negotiation with a fixed mind. And even the statement where the minority leader make, he say be under pressure because in party, senior people be there in that room, outside the privilege being seat. And now the APC go into the negotiation with a fixed mind. So in negotiation of them kind there, waiting then two people there for put on the table.
Therefore go with an open mind, therefore put Salon first. As long as they go into the negotiation, we all man they try for outdoing company and putting company in an advantage position for the next election, we don't get it wrong.
Now
as I tell you from the beginning, you know they look constitution or make constitution with your political glasses.
Now that the APC they accuse the SLPP. Now that's the APC they accuse the SLPP of saying with this amendment to the decade.
What in the
one for
they say one the 50+1, you understand them for them because they want that for their advantage. So
but you say one the 50+1, you believe that they work for
155. Wait, they may not see nothing wrong with that constitution. I don't see nothing wrong with 55%. Anybody complain about 55% at this country? We not one almost election 55%.
The first past the post.
Yes, we not get on the first term, you understand that? When I go the second term, most like all term the second term when they go inside somebody must get past 55, not so. You know good. What's wrong? Change something as I say we broke, but nobody not got problem with the 55% with it right now. You know they all this one go do so, you understand them. You don't know what in the I don't know what the advantage and disadvantage of why this they say simple majority or this they say 50+1, you understand? Because we don't see nothing wrong with 55%.
Mr. Tenjan-sie, that brings me to the question of the PR system. This proposal we then they talk about now say when you don't go parliament, so all waiting then they look for now and the type of PR system where the country for use. The document is saying Salon for go back to the PR system of elections. What's your take on that?
The PR system, you understand, I go be biased because I'm one of the top proponents of the PR system at this country because I believe say less violence, less expensive, and it go give minority parties them more say in a parliament and all that one. If the threshold is right, because the last time we get the threshold wrong, now make them able to enter because that threshold was too high. So, what is seen here? Will they bring the distrust? Now clarity, no they. We just say proportional representation. You give for top the type of proportional representation. The threshold. Almost party forgets for going to parliament. Then they would then left to enact. Oh, you for one now. Because you left on to enact, you don't know tomorrow you as an enact in a simple majority. You don't know if on tomorrow you can go na parliament, you understand, I go and call. So, now they cause all this. I think to say now then for sit down a parliament, both sides, and look at the type of PR system we want, and how the modus operandi of this PR system and what will be the threshold. We're not for left that one to another act. For define one thing at this constitution. Because the major issue that one day. Because the way we go for a vote. Not only for members of parliament, but also for local and councillors there across the country.
Are you suggesting this entire process be suspended and merge to the 2028 elections?
That is what I want. Preferably.
Why?
It's idea. We will able to look at and make more. We will able to look at and make contribution like how they ask for consultative papers, and so now we're able to do them properly because we get the one constitution before we're able to show you who side inconsistent with who side go work, who side will work. But this is just a look at halfway. This is just one area. Elections and elections management.
But resources don't go into this process. If you're suggesting for let them put a hold on them, you know things say na more losses because we then go begin back.
What
more resources.
Now consultation we don't do.
The consultation then put resources into it.
Of course. So the consultation can continue. These consultations have been going on for how long? Let's do it right now and done with it.
Between consultation
from now to the next election, you're talking about over 2 years.
Between consultation and referendum, what you will settle for best?
The referendum is the end product. But before you go to the referendum, you understand that people therefore know what they will vote for. We know right now. People therefore know what they go vote for. They want the way know you as for don't look at the document and give their own opinion about her. So that when they go parliament and when they go vote for her, people are more informed. They will make an informed decision. If we don't spend on this from 2006, 5. Yes, after the Tijan Kabaka is away from that committee days. I think about that. Yes, over 20 years.
But this document don't go through many hands where legal practitioners and did it. People and they would expect and experts them pan the law. Why they not able to figure out some of them things here we they bring out
experts
to this stage?
This year's will experts, you know. Anytime we put on down, you understand, you will get new ideas about her. Each and every stage. When the report come up, people will give them feedback. When the white paper come up, people will give them feedback. Even when the act come up, people will give them feedback. That's so legal document day. It's never completed until it's completed.
So what will be the guarantee say if they can go back to the people, do this after 5 years again, they no go can talk about same thing and I wait.
No, that one they not go done. Now in a dynamic document, you need to come up amendment American Constitution get. Now dynamic document, there will always be an amendment to an immortal man they deal with. And you know say will they change. So as we change, as we attitude and they change, you understand? And as we challenges and they change, now so they need day for change the constitution. Constitution are close to the well. So if always fit we.
So could that be a reason why then
they were close today fit you next tomorrow I don't type by you know.
Could that be a reason why then they push now say well let we just go past them as they go, we go to change them as time they go.
I suppose. But we want something where we change now, we go durable for some time. We don't want this and more do it holistically. The discussions was holistic. So now we pass the things themselves holistic. All the committee that were not set up, no go look one section of the constitution, they look the one whole constitution and make recommendations on them.
Voting na a referendum for a constitution. How is supposed for the like? Na yes or no answer?
Yes or no, most of the time. But if you like I say this one, they say now we'll put 2 documents before them. You want presidential system or you want parliamentary system? You want president or you want prime minister? That can be another one.
I hope say Parliament go to listen to you because from the comments, a lot of people and say you give hope to Salone people in this morning. You speak from a patriotic lens, not from a partisan perspective. And hopefully before we end, we hope forget the AG online for tell we about the call for position paper where they don't put out yesterday with Parliament for letting. That's before we can look at people and comments is that agency. The time we then put this call for position paper and with the kind speed with the entire process they go with so. You think say they will get enough time for take people and position paper, review and try for incorporate some of the things them inside this bill? Because according to the age way they do in presentation to MP them, it say this particular bill, there is still room for review. There is still room for let them build on them so that they will get perfect laws them ahead of 2028 elections.
Well, it depends on Parliament and timetable because you say they don't do first reading.
Yes.
Whereas until after first reading, they want for allow people for before they go to second reading. Sometimes between that period, they want for listen to people and view, you know, before they say going to the chamber and debate. It's not bad if not that then they do. There will be time for that. But maybe for like before the process starts. Get the pre-legislative stage, they don't do all that one before even they do the first reading.
That's not the view of so many people and say like then Parliament they listen to the public where they miss on some side the public raise alarm then come back to the thing where they be supposed for don't do first. You hold that view there as well? I
hold that view, yeah. I think to say that not fair view.
All right, continue for the week. A lot of messages don't come in. Let me just read the message and we don't come inside and we go come back to you. The very first message we are going to read from the YouTube channel. The Sulaiman Mansari say, how can they tell us that the PR system should replace Article 38 in the Constitution without telling us which type of PR system and the citizens are crying after the past PR system elections?
This one where they come out from Koskobi, they say, thanks for this edifying conversation, Mr. Tenjan-sie. God bless.
David Tholi na the YouTube channel say, Mr. Tenjan-sie, listening to you this morning makes a lot of sense. I hope the key players listen and work with some of your advice.
Salifu Kamade Silafode, they say he's an SLPP but still stands for the truth. God bless you for saving our democracy.
All right, we look at more messages. This one from Abbas Sila, it say, God bless you, continue to speak the truth.
This one they comment from Abubakar Rashid, they say, Lawyer Tenjan-sie, you really educate me this morning. You're not true Sierra Leone Peking.
Sulaiman Kamara say, put the people, not the politicians, at the center of the constitution. Protect ordinary citizens, not those in power. Any review that mainly benefits the president or the ruling party, political elites, it has already failed.
Kanu Ishmael Lamin Sati, they say, Mr. Tenjan-sie, you made it clear that the will of the people should be recognized. Thank you for interpreting the constitution to the public for better understanding.
Shakoman Saide say the simple majority in any elections is not democratic. Allow the 55% called for runoff, wherein all other political parties should join both sides, which is more democratic.
Cheno Jalo, they say, since the discussion of amendment of constitution started, Lawyer Tenjan-sie has been the best debater of it. Personally, he discusses beyond partisan, and that's what constitution should be about.
Shako, they say the so-called bill itself is not timely. Why are they hiding from stakeholders, opposition parties, etc., while putting this so-called bill together before even thinking of bringing it to the parliament?
All right, so they look at more messages. We don't come inside the program this morning. Hassan Junior Bundu, they say, Lawyer Tenjan-sie, you sincere and honest. He's grounded and know how to analyze political issues. Kudos to you, sir. These are people who speak fearlessly and stand up for truth with integrity.
This other one say, calling out politicians, sitting governments, their old and bad ways of doing things against citizens. Is it a crime? What about the freedom of expression and citizens' basic rights? I think this gets to do with the issue between the APC and the PPRC.
Edward Bassi Conte, they say, my decision to become a lawyer has always been the best decision for me personally, and this senior legal man, Banja Tenjan-sie, has proven to me why lawyers are called landed. Thank you, sir.
This one say, why joining entrenched clauses in the constitution with clauses that are not entrenched in a bill? These guys have something in their sleeves. Even the 55%, which is good, they see it's not normal for a reason.
This other one from Siseman Will, they say, Lawyer Tenjan-sie, your conversation on this constitutional amendment, I'm impressed with your submission. Older the juice, the sweeter the berry. It's not timely and more partisan. You speak and represent the voice of the voiceless this morning. Long live Mama Salon.
This one from Kalia Silvanos Hardin. They said the presidential system of governance gave more power to the president than the parliamentary system.
Lux Esba, they say, to be financially independent is fundamental for someone's credibility. Tenjan-sie, no de libele, so very comfortable to say his mind.
All right, we look at small messages. We don't come in the program.
Thomas,
Shako Tijan Kamara say, thank you, my mentor, for your patriotic mindset. May God bless you.
Thomas Rogers, they say, completely agree with you, Lawyer Tenjan-sie. We need a parliamentary system of government. It will reduce the powers of the executive, and the executive will be accountable to the people. And week in, week out, we will see our ministers debating issues, and institutions will be more stronger than men in power.
Samuel Mansare say we should have hope in Sierra Leone. We have patriotic Sierra Leoneans. One is Suleiman Banja Tenjan-sie Esquire. He sounds so honest and sincere. Continue to be a patriot, sir.
Sal Yukano, they say there is need to deepen the engagement. Looking at the literacy percentage in Sierra Leone, what about those that can't do position papers?
All right, a lot of messages we don't come in. This one from Lux Esba is said to be financially independent is fundamental for someone's credibility. Okay, I think this should be done there.
All right, quick one before we come to Tenjan-sie. Junior Baba, they say, I'm proud of you for life. We need more of you in this country so we can move on this country. The last one we go take from Sheikh Omar Jallo, they say the government sudden rush to implement the electoral provision of the amended constitution is clearly driven by the 2028 election cycle. This move shows a lack of sincerity toward the electorate. Credit to Banja Tenjan-sie for stepping up to educate the public and even the Attorney General on what's truly at stake. Well, from the messages, then there are too many messages. But love just come quickly to Mr. Tenjan-sie. Tell like you're the man of the moment.
Thank you for the kind sentiment.
And in as much as you acknowledge the sentiments, moving forward, now we see all over the place now, the information are for let people and put together position papers. What will you say to the public regarding those position papers we go to Parliament? Because if they are calling for these position papers, we never can tell whether or not the views will be reflected, but how serious then for take this opportunity?
Once, as somebody rightly say, some people no sabi really their rights for right position paper, but then the idea. But how they say one see this country for good before. They want the way people right, let they right. They want the way people right with people, they may represent the people and they may they right. They want only people right. When I get on an MP there, each district gets past 5 MP or about 5 MP. When I go to an MP there, when I tell them what's in on your view. When I call them a phone, when I tell them what's in on your view. The whole idea is make themselves get what you self feel. This constitution are for we all. Nobody no gets constitution passing company. Now we all for Sidom, we all idea reflect in that constitution. So when I not Sidom, when I can call on an MP, when I tell her what he want to do, when I get picking
but some of them say they don't even know the MP because of the PR system.
No, they go must know. Then picking them go must know. Each area, them I know say the last election and not be publicized like I would do during the Tijan-Kaba era, where they put all the what they call them. But
somebody just they say this on a lighter note. I got in Maitland say Kudus Tenjan-sie. Then the other hand they say we need you as an independent candidate.
Well, they don't begin. I will not talk say the people they ask for me. I will come out. So because the voice of God is the voice of the people is the voice of God. You know, you not reach the threshold yet. Now one person no more say so first.
What is the threshold they look at?
Then I think say how they call the radio station. I mean the TV station AYV. Then say be asked that question. Say I don't know if they're number one. Then don't beat. So don't get 3 now. So you look like see the station and they don't begin call.
What is the threshold they look for?
And when a lot of people say that, then I think I'll consider
call a lot of people in numbers. Do we figure?
Thousands.
Okay.
For political party, na hundreds, but for national, na thousands.
Okay.
So
you will respond to some of these comments.
Okay. As I say, I tell you all thank you, and when I make we all use this opportunity where the Attorney General and Parliament don't give me for express review what we think about this document, and generally what to think about the constitution. I mean review where they go on. What to think about this bill, whether we think to say that for pass them or not. That now review. Una like me to express me so una self how me make una express una view because the members of Parliament now who they represent. You understand? They get for country we back 2028 for vote. So if you don't tell them what they for do, then go do what they not for do, and what for do. So me they call on me people them. We all vote and we all get members of Parliament. More penny members of Parliament and they make tell them what to believe.
So as then they encourage them for use this opportunity and make them positions be known to the Parliament and the one the way they handle this bid, whether the AG office or every other possible concern. What you will say to them also regarding the reflection of the people and views, because these are some of the fears where the people get. So they might express their views and don't know if you go reflect.
Well, likewise, I don't tell the people that say when they give them views, they know what for do. Likewise, I tell the members of Parliament and say they know the repercussions. When people listen also for good, then you know go aside them for go. Now what we call political suicide. So I hope say una go take the views of the people, because all pull we political lens and put on salon lens for look at this constitution and this amendment will be before parliament.
If we miss and during this time,
we go get them back, but Boku damage go don't cause. Like how Boku damage they go on right now.
waiting at some of them damage, Randy.
No, bro. No, can't start new one again.
No, we are not starting.
Well,
waiting at some of them damage.
now they will try for correct so the institutions them, you understand them? Would they say one strength how they choose the election management body them, because we find out say they're not independent, not so.
Mm-hmm.
So if they do haphazardly, they will continue for compromising the same institution they have, and if the institution has not work, then will democracy continue for their at stake.
All right, many thanks, Mr. Tenjan-sie, where you joined with this morning. Supposed to forget the AG, but unfortunately not be able to join we. I guess it in another engagement, but we'll try for get them now a subsequent program, and we'll try for raise with some of these issues we you don't raise. So the citizens them, how they will take ownership of this document now, because now the document it gets for do with them.
Yes, now make our men start that ownership day now by telling the representatives what they feel about this document or they go day before them. So,
but most
I don't say if he, but
most area and they say they're not be the representative, they not get representation because of the PR system.
let them find out. they must know one or two. I know say there must people like all man must get someone in community who know one or two of the MP there. When I find out, salon man, if we want to find out anything, they find them out. Let we not know now. I know that's me people there. So we'll find them.
All right, thank you very much. We join with that's Suleiman Banja Tenjan-sie, a constitutional lawyer. As we continue with this conversation, as we tell Una last week, we serve the media get a responsibility for ensure say we bring them conversation. They are bringing different opinion and bringing different views, then bringing people who are experts in discussing some of these issues, so that only the citizens them go get clear understanding of waiting they happen now. This now the constitutional amendments where they go on, where now the AG in office they before by this matter, and the constitution are a document where now only the people then get them. So just like waiting Tenjan-sie say, if they want for touch them, una the people and una for tell the politician they or una leaders them also and outside them for touch, we then can call a referendum process. So we'll continue for bringing experts them and see what side are some of the gaps them where they in the process, and how the one the way they before the process go before close then gap there through the various conversations them where we they all. Well, this is the breakfast show, and I also go left you for today. Continue for Watch Liberty TV throughout the day as we get very interesting programs and contents they will they upload for Una, as this now the only digital public interest platform where they bring to you free, fearless and inclusive stories. Many thanks to the entire production team, where Musa Saokoma lead the technical team, and the entire production team we support we for bringing this edition come to Una. Mina Khadija Bangura, they say have a blessed day.
All right, until we meet again, Mabel Kabadese get a good day. Don't forget to go for bringing an update regarding the APC Secretary General, where the CID invites this morning. Throughout the day, we're going to bring on more information about that and other issues where they happen. Till we meet again, get a good day and goodbye.